And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
Let's go now. Go, go.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
From the 27, Smith. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to take a step back and challenge myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time, spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Here's Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Carr. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne down inside the 40.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On play action, Lawrence. Incomplete. Not sure what happened out there. It looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Now, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Now Lawrence. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up second down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. From the 16, Lawrence. And this one complete again to Mims. And the Jaguars are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute.
Now the ball comes loose, and this is going to be Packer football.
I know a lot of defensive coaches, certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers, guys who can make big plays, interceptions, knock it free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, and that was after they were doing so well on this drive through the air. They go to the ground, doesn't work. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Again, it's Jones. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. The Packers at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
19 drivers, 19 drivers, 18 drivers.
Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
A give to Jones. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try the air now with Smith. The ball pops in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. For the offense, it looked like that drive had the makings of something good. They were starting to hit a groove, but the defense clearly had other ideas, not only to force the turnover, but to handle the scoring themselves.
Yeah, no panic in their eyes, was their partner? Think about it this way. A Hall of Fame coach once told me the best characteristic he liked out of his teams was that they didn't flinch. This group, they got pushed back in an early series, kept their composure, and made a big play that swung the momentum their way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's Jones again on second down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Smith on third down. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence.
The give is to Jones. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing on third down, Smith. He finds Watson complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack.
Read alert, read alert. Left wing 19.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Why is he doing this shit?
Deputy Ranger. 19 tight, 19 tight.
From the 50, it's Smith. His throw incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Smith. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Come on. Back and 60.
They snap it to Smith. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Foyesade Aluakin. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to pull your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
18, pioneer.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
Ready up. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Throwing is Smith. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I always say the real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing. You got to be able to lead your man on the football.
And the timing off right there. Threw it behind him. On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. Open man is Samuel. Complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Curtis Samuel. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Can we get a nut? Can we bust a nut?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you feel like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Play action. It's Smith. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
I don't want no hot routes.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 37. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing again is Smith. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Franshise and the Jags are going to get it back here just past the 35. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now Lawrence to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let it just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He targets Ingram for another grab. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Open man is Kirk, complete. And some room to maneuver. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 36 yards on the play. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Again, it's Lawrence. He'll get that underneath ETN. And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed out. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Jermichael Hasty as the first half is winding down. And the Jags will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after up and good. And it is 28-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Ready? Cut 19! Cut 19! Trap 50! Trap 50! 7 Pirates! 7 Pirates! Ready?
The final shot here before break. Smith eluding the pressure right. Looking downfield for Jones. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So roughing the passer there, a big mistake defensively.
Yeah, and even though you've got a quarterback out of the pocket and the rules change downfield, that doesn't mean the same rules don't apply with the QB. Anything more than one step, they're going to throw a flag on you every time.
Let's go now! Panther 11! Panther 11! Mustang 19!
The final shot before break. Smith. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
That's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
Stand up! You got pressure!
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
Partner still in the 3rd quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the 4th quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. That is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he is going to have a Jags first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here's Lawrence. Looking for Mims, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Packers are going to have it here just past the 25.
Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Alert! 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 Alert!
On 2nd down, it's Jones.
And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And the Jags, Charles, I think they're on the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
Back to throw, Smith. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hit the street! Hit the street!
They'll go again to Jones. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
May know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Throw left side complete. That's Jones.
And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Chad Muma fighting all the way through and getting the sack. It looked like they were trying to get him outside there, but this defense had different plans.
Yeah, they really had an outside-in kind of a pass rush. It's almost like when you're covering a punt. You can't let him get to the outside and get to the sideline. You force him to stay in the middle of the field, and they did exactly that and made the play.
To try again after the sack, Smith.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Off of play action, here's Smith. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
after the sack on first down. Smith.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 18. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Throwing now is Geno. Flush to his right.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Smith. And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Foyesade Aluakin. And the Jaguars are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the letter jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
On the return, Carter. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now on 2nd and 13, Smith. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
69 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Dancing to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Geno now to throw.
Completes it again to Dobbs.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw again on second down. Smith.
That's complete to Dobbs. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And my goodness, another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And the Jags are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Another tote for Etienne.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
And that's the type of run that you'll live with. In this game, he's had a good number of carries. He's just been unable to really break off anything substantial.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
Etienne up the middle.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And they'll indeed take a knee.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
And they take a knee. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
But they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Jags, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears.
DJ